Hello, my name is Voya and welcome to My Deep Guide. In today's how-to video for the Supernote, I'm going to go through a set of setups and settings that you can change and adjust to optimize your Supernote A5X or A6X, it doesn't matter, to optimize it in the best way to enjoy MDO, our My Daily Organizer, to the maximum. So that means avoiding issues that you might be encountering and making the most out of this platform to make it very, very practical. And this also doesn't really only refer to the My Daily Organizer. It basically can apply to any document that you might be handwrite annotating quite a lot. So here we go. All right, so this is going to be a very, very quick video, just a couple of tips on how to set up and what to do with your Supernote so that you can enjoy the MDO in the best possible way. There's only a handful of things that you might consider doing to make it more enjoyable. The first one is, it's going to be up to your preference, of course, but the MDO has been designed that it can accommodate the toolbar to be anywhere you want. So just because I have the toolbar placed here, that is not one of the recommendations. This is just my own personal preference because I tend to use most of the tools here. However, you can actually use the toolbar anywhere you want. So ignore my placement of the toolbar to begin with. What I do not ignore is actually the first thing that I do on Supernote is switch my touch page flipping options here. By default, you will have this icon here, which is a single finger swipe for page flipping. This can be problematic for some users that have certain writing habits, and it can result in accidental page swipes while writing, which is something that you definitely don't want. And it's something that does happen to me on the Supernote. However, I always then switch this to the two-fingered page swipe, and the finger icon looks like this. So what that means is that there is no situation in this mode where the Supernote is going to interpret or misinterpret my movement of, or the sliding of the palm on the surface of the document while writing as an indication, hey, swipe a page, because you need to swipe page with two fingers and then it works just the way you would want it to. So for me, that's like still have convenience of a simple page swipe, but I also have a complete peace of mind that I will never have an accidental palm rejection issue or a misinterpreted gesture from the palm, so that the document starts actually swiping pages. So that would be the point number one that I change for the MDO. The second thing to keep in mind is the contrast setting. And if in quarters, for example, is the easiest to see this differentiation, I have made it so that you can easily differentiate between the weekends and the weekdays itself, and which is the selected quarter, which one is not. However, sometimes users actually use contrast in a far more extreme setting. And when it's set to that, then the readability of these, first of all, these are going to be all the same, and also the readability of which one is which is a little bit kind of different. So what you should definitely check out is where the setting of the contrast is on your Supernote, and you can just play around with that until you find a value that works best for your own needs, but definitely adjust the contrast according to your own needs would be the tip number 2. Tip number 3 would be how to use the, how to actually zoom into the selection here and then use it effectively. Well, there are definitely different ways of doing that. So while you can do, for example, something like this, and then you just go in here, and then it's zoomed in, and then you can write, and then you can maybe reset it. So we can just restore. There we go. That's not that practical. You can, of course, you can also use pinch to zoom, but pinch to zoom is not that responsive on the Supernote. At least I find it to be not that responsive and not something that I like to use on it. Instead, what I do love on the Supernote is actually the horizontal mode. So what they call half-page mode. And in half-page mode, basically you can just simply use your two-fingered page swipe, to actually get into the area that you want to write. And right now, then this area occupies this part of the screen, and it's so much easier actually to focus on and just write here. And also this definitely applies for the Supernote A6 as well, because it is of course of a smaller format, and in this case it is really beneficial to simply swap into the half-page view, and then suddenly this is way more usable and easily usable even on the A6 format. So definitely something to keep in mind. And for me, I think on a smaller format, this is always how I use the MDO in the half-page view, simply because it makes so much more sense and it's very easy to actually just navigate in between these two. And some users actually don't know about that. So definitely check and explore the full page versus half-page view, especially on the A6. And finally, it's a really good idea to just add a quick access the whole document, so you can then easily just simply swipe down and then have the MDO listed in quick access, so that you don't have to search for it or do anything like that. So it's always at the tip of your fingers. I hope that you found the information here useful. If you did, please like and subscribe and ding the notification bell in the description below to get notified on when new videos come out on My Deep Guide. And also, if you are interested in my daily organizer, check out the MDG or mydeepguide.com/shop, and then you can see what the product is. Also, you can find the playlist in the description down below, and then you can see if that's something that you might be interested or not. Thank you so much for watching. Stay safe, stay healthy, and see you in the next video. Bye!